Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'm Kelly. This is K Bella Beauty, and I'm super excited for today's video for two reasons. One, it is a tag video. I am here to share what I would pick up if I had $1,000 to spend at Sephora. This is the What's in My $1,000 Sephora Fantasy Cart. It was a tag video created by Emily Noel, and I've seen it floating around YouTube for some time now, and I really am just hoping that a $1,000 gift card falls into my lap so I could go spend it at Sephora. That would be amazing. So one, this is a tag video, but two, this video is a collab with my friend Jaclyn Rae here on YouTube. I met well, I didn't meet her. I was introduced? How do you say it if you met someone on YouTube? I guess I came across Jaclyn's channel a few years ago and we hit it off pretty quickly. We've done another collab before. I can link that one down below. It was like products that we were lusting over, and I think we did a second collab with a Dose of Colors palette. So anyway, I'll list those down below. They are a few years old, but if you're interested in checking those out, I'll have those linked down below. But Jaclyn and I hit it off right away. We would message each other on Instagram. We have a lot in common. I was gonna say we're both moms, but I was not a mom at the time when we met. I think I met her even before I was pregnant, but we both love beauty, we both love animals, and although we talk about a lot of beauty stuff, we would talk about a lot of non-beauty stuff too. You know, we were talking one day and she was like, you know, I don't know what I want to film. I came across this and I thought, hey, like, who doesn't want to spend $1,000 at Sephora? So I asked her if she wanted to do this tag video with me, and she said she did. So thank you so much, Jaclyn, for doing this tag video with me. I'm so excited to see what you picked out, because I know you're gonna have some good stuff in there. So if you are not already subscribed to Jaclyn's channel, go visit her, go check her out. She cracks me up. I recently posted my beauty community tag. I'll link that right here if you're interested in checking that out. But she's one of those people that's funny without being funny, and she has like a little bit of sarcastic humor, so I think you'll definitely get a kick out of her videos. So go ahead and check her out. And if you have come over from Jaclyn's channel, welcome. I'm Kelly. Thank you for coming to watch my video today. I hope that you will check out some of my other videos and consider subscribing if you like it here. So welcome. But why don't we go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, so the thing I like about this video idea is it's like a fantasy cart. So it's not necessarily items that you're gonna go out and purchase, but if money was no object, if you were able to go into Sephora and pick out like $1,000 worth of product for free or something like that, like what would you get? So I thought this was fun because there are products that are on my wish list, products I do wanna pick up, and then there are like products that I'm lusting over but may never jump the gun to go ahead and get. So I have several items here for you. My total, after I wrote down all of these items and added it up, is $1,016. So I did go over a little bit, but that's okay. $1,016 worth of product here. I'm gonna be looking off of my phone, but I am gonna scoot over a little because I'll insert some pictures of what I'm talking about right here for you. The first product that I have is a foundation, and I would love to try this. Like, I really think I will go ahead and purchase this item at some point in time, but it is the Pat McGrath Sublime Perfection Foundation. This foundation is $68, so it would definitely be the most expensive foundation I have ever purchased in my life. And if I do purchase this, it would be something that I would want to get like during a VIB Sephora sale, because $68 is really expensive. You do get 1.18 ounces of product, whereas I feel like most foundations you get 1 ounce of product. I heard my friend Samantha March here on YouTube talk about this foundation. She said she really loved it. I've been wanting to try more from Pat McGrath, but she's definitely luxury. Her price tag is up there, so when I do eye her products, it's kind of like, okay, let me add this to my loves list and check it out when there's a sale. But I would for sure pick this up if I had $1,000 to spend at Sephora. My next product is a lippy. I thought about going like in order, you know, like face, cheek, lips, but I was like, you know what, let's just mumbo jumbo, let's mix everything. So my next product is a lip product, and it's by Bobbi Brown. It's called her Art Stick. It looks like a little crayon. It's $29 and I'm looking at the shade Rose Brown. So my friend Smegs had this lip product. I don't know if she still has it in her collection anymore, but she has this lip product and it's one of those where like we all wanted to borrow her lipstick. Probably not the most hygienic thing, but okay, you know, we wanted to borrow her lipstick. So one of our friends got married and we were both bridesmaids in her wedding, and the friend was like, hey, can I borrow that lipstick for my wedding day? So she was like, sure, that's what I'm gonna wear. And I was like, hey, I wanna wear it too. So here we were on one of my friend's wedding days, like all wearing this lipstick. So Bobbi Brown, Rose Brown, I for sure wanna add that to my collection. It's been a wish list item forever. I don't know why I haven't jumped the gun on it. I mean, I guess $29 is expensive if you're thinking of a lip product, but it's definitely something that would last you a while. And it's called an art stick, so I'm guessing you could probably use it for other things, but I want to use it as a lipstick. I have talked about this product so much on my channel. Dominique Cosmetics Latte Eyeshadow Palette. It is $42. I mentioned this in, I think, my very first Pass Grab or Undecided. It's been in wish list items. This has been a product that I have wanted for so long. Like since it came out, I was like, yeah, I think I want to get that eyeshadow palette. But I never did because eyeshadow is not something, like I wear makeup all the time without eyeshadow. Like on a day-to-day when I'm going to work, I would put the rest of my face on, but not wear eyeshadow. So I feel like for me, having a ton of eyeshadows is kind of silly because there were a lot of days when I didn't wear any eyeshadow and it's so neutral. So I was like, okay, I probably have similar shades in my collection, but this is a palette that I just wish I had. Everybody that I heard talk about it, raved about it. I still hear people talking about it, saying it's a great palette. However, I did see that when I was on my 14-month hiatus, she came out with a Latte 2 palette, and I put a poll on my Instagram as to whether you guys liked the Latte 1 or Latte 2 better, and a lot of people said they liked the Latte 2 better, and there's a mint green shade in there that like really caught my eye, and I'm honestly considering the Latte 2. But if I had $1,000 to spend at Sephora, I would 100% for sure get one of those, and I do still want to add one to my collection. So if you've been able to try both of them, let me know down below which one you like. This next product is by Supergoop, and it is the Glow Screen Sunscreen in SPF 40. This product is $36. I heard Jessica Braun talking about this, and I think she said she used it underneath her makeup, almost as a primer, and it created like a nice healthy glow to her skin, but also has the added benefit of SPF. I need SPF, okay? I am a redhead, I have fair skin, I live in Texas, okay? Summertime, it's hot, we're like hitting 100 degrees here. So I need SPF. It's important for everybody's skin regardless, but like, I am definitely afraid of skin cancer, but I also have dry skin. So I like glowy products. I like products that are luminous on my skin. So I really want to try this. However, $36 is really expensive for like a facial sunscreen. So I would for sure get it if I had $1,000 to spend, but that's something that might end up sitting on my wish list for a while. I recently heard someone talking about this palette, and I can't remember who it was, but I'm talking about the Smashbox Cali Contour Palette. It's $40. I think there are 2 bronzer shades, 2 highlighter shades, a blush, and maybe a facial powder is what it looks like from the picture. Was it Ashley Clady? I can't remember who I heard talking about it recently, but someone mentioned that they used it, and I've actually never purchased a like face contour palette. Remember when the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette was huge? That was one that was on my wish list for a while. I don't hear anybody talking about it anymore, but I've never done it. I've never purchased a palette. However, I feel like for someone who likes to travel, although we can't travel right now thanks to coronavirus, for someone who likes to travel, it would be nice and convenient to have everything all in one. So I'm interested in this. I feel like $40 is a fair price for 6 pans. It looks like they're pretty good size. So this is something that I do hope to pick up in the future. And I definitely definitely had to add that to my wish list. Also, if the lighting changes, I have to apologize because I do film with natural light. I film in front of a window. I have one umbrella light. I technically have two, but the second one doesn't work and like never has. I've tried different bulbs and everything, but I'm filming in front of a window, so the sun just comes and goes as it pleases. I would love to pick up an Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush. I have my eyes specifically on Mood Exposure. It's described as a soft plum blush fused with mood light to brighten the complexion. It's $24. I will probably pick this up in the near future. I actually have, let me grab it. Okay, so I just realized this, and maybe this product is a little silly for me to put on there, but I actually have this, oh hello, you can see my setup there. I actually have this ambient lighting blush palette, and inside it has Luminous Flush Incandescent Electra, and it does have Mood Exposure. So you can see Mood Exposure is this one right here. This is the one that I use the most. I actually got this for my friend Smags as a gift several years ago, and I really like the blushes. I think they're amazing. I did not realize that I had Mood Exposure, so I guess it's kind of silly to add that onto this wish list, but hey, if you got $1,000 at Sephora, who cares? Add that to cart. It is a beautiful shade, I feel like. I feel like it looks really nice on my skin. It is definitely more cool toned though. Another face product. So I mentioned that I have dry skin, but I actually don't have a lot of cream products, surprisingly. You would think someone like me uses a lot of cream products, but I realized I actually don't really have any like cream bronzers or cream blushes or even cream highlighters in my collection, which is something I want to change. I want to try out more cream products. So that is why my next product is the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer. I would get the smaller size in Baked, the tiny one for $15, because I feel like it would last me a really long time. Bronzers, blushes, face products are super hard to go through, super hard to hit pan on. And being a cream product, it would go bad quicker than like a powder product. So I just feel like this smaller one for $15 would make more sense for my collection, but I do actually want to purchase that. I do want to pick it up. If you caught my Sephora haul, I will link that here if you would like to check that out. Then you know that I recently picked up, did that video go up already? I sure hope so. If that video didn't go up, stay tuned. I don't know what order my videos are going up in. Anyway, I recently, spoiler alert, picked up the Fenty Pro Filter the hydrating foundation, whatever the hydrating one is. So I did add the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Primer to this wish list. It's $32 for 1 fluid ounce. Now this is one that I don't have high on my wish list to go out and pick up. I am interested in trying it, but it's not, like I said, it's not something that I'm gonna like run out and get. And I do wanna do a whole review on the Fenty foundation that I'm trying out, but I'm waiting to try it a little bit more to have a solid review. So stay tuned if you do wanna see a review on that, but I might get into this primer a little bit more when I talk about the foundation. So if I had $1,000 to spend, I would pick this up. But again, it's not something that I'm like running out to pick up right now. Speaking of Fenty Beauty, while we're here, this is an item that has been on my wish list for a hot minute, and it is her Stunna Lip Paints. It's the liquid lipsticks that look, I think they just look so interesting. They're like triangular shaped. The wand is, well, the wand itself is short, but like the handle to the wand is super long. I want to try the shade Unbutton. It's a peachy nude. It's $25. I have tons of lip products. And if you caught my declutter, then you know I had to get rid of a ton of makeup because I like wasn't wearing much makeup for 14 months after I had my daughter. So I don't really want to have tons of lip products in my collection if they're not getting loved. So therefore, I do want to try this out. It's been on my wish list for a minute. I will probably get it at some point, but I'm just trying to use up some of the lip products that I have. However, I do have lots of lippies on my wish list. Speaking of, my friend Samantha March has talked about the brand Lawless for several years. Before I heard anybody else talking about Lawless, I heard Samantha talking about it. And one of the things that she talked about was the soft matte liquid lipstick in George. These liquid lipsticks are $25 and George is a warm taupey nude. I do want to try these lipsticks. I'm just not sure if I want George or Cameron. I think Cameron's supposed to be more of a nude shade and George is supposed to be more of like a mauve-y shade. It says warm taupe nude, but I feel like when I saw Samantha wearing this lipstick, it pulled a little bit more mauve. I could be wrong because I think it's been a while since I've seen her talking about that lipstick or wearing that specific lipstick, but I feel like that one pulled more mauve. So I do want to try one of these. I hear great things about them, and liquid lipsticks are my jam. Getting into another foundation, I would love to try out the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue Moisturizing Foundation with SPF 45. This is $45. I feel like this would be a great summer foundation because it has the SPF in it. Like I mentioned, I live in Texas. I need a little extra help in the SPF department protecting my skin. So I feel like a foundation that already has an SPF built into it and is moisturizing would be right up my alley. So I would be interested in picking this up. However, I do have two foundations over here. During my declutter, I had to get rid of some foundations, but I do have two foundations over here. However, I'm a teacher, and so we're talking about going back to school in August. And if we do go back to school, we'll have to wear masks. And I'm just thinking, what's the point in putting foundation on if I'm wearing a mask? Like, I would probably still do my eyes, but I feel like maybe a little concealer under my eyes, but to have foundation and lipstick on seems a little silly. So I do really want to try this out. This is something I do want to pick up, and I mean, I want to try all of these things out, but this is something that I do see myself wanting to go out and pick up, but I think I might wait on it a little bit. Okay. I love everything Charlotte Tilbury. Everything I've gotten from her line, I absolutely love. A lot of it has been gifted to me from my friend Smags. Thank you, Smags. But I love me some Charlotte Tilbury, and I do have one of her blushes that I absolutely adore. However, when her Pillow Talk collection came out, remember she had a Pillow Talk blush and it was supposed to be limited edition and it went away and I totally regretted not getting it. Now it's back and it's part of her permanent collection. So I do want to pick up her Cheek to Chic blush in Pillow Talk, but it's $40. And like I said, bronzers and blushes, like I rarely hit pan on those things. So it's kind of something where I don't feel like I need to have a ton in my collection because I need to use the ones that I have, but I am dying to get my hands on this blush. Her packaging is just bomb. Like, I love it. It just feels so sleek to me. I mean, she is considered luxury makeup, but I love everything about it. Okay, moving right along, I do have a lot of items on my list, okay? $1,000 is a lot of money. There are some people, I was watching Kelly Gooch's video, she just uploaded it, and she had like 9 items, and I was like, holy cow, like how do you have 9 items? I think I have like over 20. Another eyeshadow palette. I have been talking about the brand Huda Beauty forever. I've never tried anything from them. Believe it or not, she's made my wish list a ton, but I've never tried anything from her. And I've always wanted to try one of her Obsessions eyeshadow palettes. There was a smoky one, and there was another one that was called, did I write it down somewhere? I want to say there was like a nude one. I want to say there was one called like Warm something or other. I was really interested in those two, but when I was looking at the Sephora website, I didn't see them, so I don't know if she like discontinued some of them. However, the color Topaz looks beautiful. It does say that this is limited edition. It's $27. I feel like $27 for 9 eyeshadow shades is a fair price in my opinion, because what are you getting, like $3 per eyeshadow pan? And I've always wanted to try her little Obsessions eyeshadow palettes. I hear people raving about them. I hear such good things. The reason why I haven't jumped the gun is because I am a neutral eyeshadow lover. And I feel like I have a lot of these shades in my collection already. So it's kind of like, do I need another one? Do I need some more warm toned eyeshadows. Like, how many eyeshadows can I actually put on my eye? So that's why I don't believe that I'm going to actually run out and pick this up right now. However, I've been dying to try these. If I had $1,000 to spend at Sephora, I would get it. But like I said, I mean, realistically, I have all of those eyeshadow shades. Okay. I love Tatcha skincare. And I purchased, a few years ago, I purchased one of the Tatcha favorites kits where you get to try like 4 of her different products, but like a deluxe sample size. And she had the Tatcha Silk Cream in this sample favorites package. And I tried it and I fell in love with it. And I was so mad because to purchase this, they don't have a smaller size, they have one size, and it is $120 for a moisturizer. When I tell you, it felt like I was like rubbing silk butter on my face. That is what it felt like. My skin was so soft. It felt so moisturizing. I absolutely loved it, but I cannot bring myself to spend $120. I cannot. That is just, for one item, that is so expensive. I would love to one day maybe pick this up during a VIB sale or something, but it's like, I'm so mad that it was in that favorites kit because now I drool over this silk cream every time I see it, but it's $120. So I'd probably get 2 of them, okay? That would make me go over my $1,016, but I'd probably get 2 of them. For the sake of this video, we'll say I just got 1, but it's a good one. It's a good one. All right, I do have another Charlotte Tilbury product. I would be interested in trying out her Airbrush Matte Bronzer. It is $55. That is expensive. Like I've said before, not to be a broken record, but blushes and bronzers and highlighters are products that are hard for me to go through, hard to hit pan on. So I feel like $55 is really expensive for a bronzer, especially when I have other bronzers in my collection. But I am a sucker for Charlotte Tilbury and her packaging and her products. So I would definitely have to add that to this wish list video. Another high roller, another Pat McGrath product. This is something I will probably not go out and purchase, but I would if I had, if money was not an object. The Mothership eyeshadow palette, the Divine Rose collection. Those eyeshadows look beautiful and her packaging is bomb. But it comes with a $125 price tag. So just like I said with the silk cream, like to spend over $100 on one product, like takes the wind out of me, takes my breath right from my lungs. And so I'd just be very hard pressed to spend that much money on one product, but it is so beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. And if someone gifted me like a $125 gift card, I'd probably go out and get it. If I had a $1,000 shopping spree to spend at Sephora, I would totally go out and get it, but her stuff is expensive. Here's another expensive product, another wish list item that I don't know if I'll ever go out and get. I saw Desi Perkins talking about, how do you say it? Is it SK2? Ski? SK2? I'm not quite sure how you say this brand, but a few years ago, I heard Desi Perkins talking about the facial treatment essence. And I mean, I love Desi. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. Her skin always looks perfect. So I felt like if she loved this facial treatment essence, I would love this facial treatment essence. But to get the mini, the small size, is $99. So am I about to go out and purchase it? No, that's expensive. But it's definitely on my loves list. It's on my wish list where it will sit until maybe one day. But today is not the day, okay? That's expensive. I'm sorry, this video is gonna be a long one. Let me try to talk a little bit quicker. The Fresh Sugar Hydrating Lip Balm It's $18 for a lip balm, y'all. But again, that was something where I got a little sample size and something that I tried and I loved it. I would put it on my lips before bed and sleep with it. I felt like it really helped my dry lips, especially in the winter, and it tasted good and it smelled good. But again, it's just a lip balm. So $18 for a lip balm, that's a little pricey in my opinion. I have another product that Samantha March inspired me to want to try, and it is the Natasha Denona Mini Nude Eyeshadow Palette. These little minis are $25. I tried the Mini Sunset palette and didn't like it. I ended up returning it. I felt like the pigment just wasn't there, but Samantha raves about this Mini Nude Eyeshadow Palette, and I feel like $25 for 5 eyeshadows, that's $5 a piece. I feel like it's, you know, it's pricey for sure, but it's not outrageous like a $125 palette. But again, I have all of these shades in my collection. I could see myself purchasing this though, because this would be great for traveling, like who's traveling, hello, Corona. But I feel like it would be great for traveling because you could create a plethora of shades, and if Samantha likes it, I obviously probably will like it as well. You know, my girl Charlotte had to show up again with her Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Powder. This is $45. Like I said, I have dry skin, so I do not powder my whole face. I usually just powder underneath my eyes and my forehead because I am very expressive, in case you cannot tell from this video, and I do have forehead lines, so I do like to powder my forehead just to make sure my foundation sets. And I've heard people raving about this powder. I've seen it in favorites videos, I've seen it in Holy Grail videos. Everybody that I hear talking about it has really good things to say about it, but since I'm not someone who powders my whole face, I just feel like $45 is a lot for a product that I don't know how much use I'll get out of. But again, I'm a sucker for Charlotte and I'm a sucker for her packaging. Let's just keep going with Charlotte Tilbury. Thank you, Samantha, for adding several items to my wish list. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. It was a gift from my friend Smegs. She gives me all my Charlotte. I love it. I want to try out the Iconic Nude Lip Pencil. When I was looking at Sephora to make this list, it was sold out, so I could not purchase it. These lip pencils, did I say they're $22? I just feel like Iconic nude can go with everything. You can put nude under a color, you can put it under a nude, you can put it under a red, you can use nude with everything. And her Lip Cheat lip liners are super smooth and creamy, but I like that I can sharpen them and they don't break. There have been some lip liners where you try to sharpen them and they just crumble because they're so soft. So these are soft and creamy without actually crumbling. So I do want to pick up Iconic Nude. Now you can see here, again, with the luxury brand, I really want to try out the Natasha Denona Super Glow Highlighter in the shade Fair, the Icy Ivory one. Y'all, I was so upset. My friend Smags came over a couple weeks ago. She was wearing this on her face, not what I'm wearing, she was wearing the Natasha Denona on her face, and I was like, your highlight looks so amazing. It looks like you're glowing, like literally your skin is glowing. What are you wearing? She said Natasha Denona Super Glow Highlighter. I looked it up at Sephora, $38. I thought, okay, I'm not ready to spend $38. Let me put it on my loves list. Then, days later, days, not weeks, days later, I'm creating this list here that I'm sharing with you today, my Sephora Fantasy Cart. I go to take a picture of this, and it was on sale for $26.50. You think it was in stock? Absolutely not. It was sold out. I was personally offended that Sephora did not contact me ahead of time and tell me it was going on sale. I mean, who am I? Why would they contact me? But I was like, I would have totally gotten it for $26.50. But for now, it's gonna sit in my Sephora Fantasy Cart at $38. I have another lip product. This is one that has been on there for a while. I am a sucker for a good, like, purple mauve liquid lipstick, okay? If you've been following me for a while, you would know that Kylie Cosmetics Malibu liquid lipstick was my jam for a super duper long time, but I recently had to get rid of it because it went bad and there was like a very little bit left. However, the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in Queen Bee is also called a matte soft mauve, and it's one of those purpley mauve shades. It's $21. This was one that I heard people talking about years ago. Everyone was talking about the Queen Bee shade. I added it to my loves list. Again, I have a ton of lip products, so it's not something that I've gone out and purchased, but I still got my eye on it, okay? It made it into this video. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to wrap up my Sephora fantasy cart. What do we have, like 23 products on here? I was able to make a good list, y'all, and I had some expensive stuff. That Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette, my Tatcha Silk Cream, the SK2 Facial Treatment Essence. There were some high ticket priced items on there. Some items that are totally sitting in my fantasy cart that I just can't press the add to cart in real life on yet. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you so much, Jaclyn, for filming this collab with me. If you haven't checked out her video already, watch her video, subscribe to her channel. I will have all of her information listed down below. I would love to hear what some of your Sephora fantasy cart wish list items are. So make sure to let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.